There is a path that only appears when you are ready to stop hurrying. A soft ribbon of moss and fallen leaves winding between trees, so old they remember the first snow that ever fell. And tonight, that path is waiting for you. Let your shoulders soften. Let your eyes grow heavy if they wish to. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. Tonight, you are simply going to walk, slowly, into a forest that has been waiting a long time for a quiet visitor. If you're in bed, you might let your body sink a little deeper into the mattress. If a lamp is on, this might be the moment to dim it, or to switch it off completely, and let the dark hold you gently. Take one slow breath in, and let it go. Take another. There is nothing to solve here, nothing to remember, nothing to plan. Just the forest, just your breathing, just the soft weight of sleep beginning to gather at the edges of your mind. Let's begin. The air smells faintly of rain that fell hours ago and has already been absorbed into the soil, mixed with the green, resinous scent of pine and the sweeter, dustier smell of moss. Above you, the canopy is so thick in places that the sky only shows itself in small, scattered coins of pale blue-grey light, and where it does, it falls in soft beams that seem to move slowly, like the forest itself is breathing. Your feet find the path easily, though you don't remember choosing it. It doesn't matter. Some paths choose you. You walk without hurry. There is a low hush over everything, the kind of quiet that isn't empty, but full of small sounds if you listen closely. The whisper of leaves turning over in a breeze too gentle to feel on your skin, the distant trickle of water finding its way over stones, the occasional soft rustle of something small moving through the undergrowth, unseen and unafraid. You are not afraid either. This forest does not belong to fear. It belongs to quiet, and to those who are willing to slow down enough to notice it. The trees here are ancient, their bark deeply grooved with age, some of it soft with velvet moss that feels cool and slightly damp beneath your fingertips when you reach out to touch it. Ferns unfurl along the path's edges in shades of deep green, their fronds curling like sleepy question marks, still closed, still waiting for the fullness of morning that is many hours away. Small white flowers grow in clusters near the roots of the oldest trees, their petals so pale they seem to hold a little of their own light, even in the dimness. You notice how the light changes as you move, golden in one clearing, cool and blue in the shade of a great trunk, dappled and shifting where the leaves stir far above. There is a stillness in the way the forest holds itself, unhurried, unbothered by time. You feel your own pace slowing to match it, your steps softer, your breathing longer and deeper. The ground beneath the moss is springy, forgiving, as though the forest itself wants to cushion every footstep. Somewhere far off, an owl calls once, low and round, and then falls silent again, as if it, too, understands that this is a place for gentleness. As you continue deeper, you begin to notice small signs that this forest is not quite ordinary. A cluster of mushrooms glows faintly at the base of an oak, a soft blue-green light pulsing slowly like a heartbeat made visible. A spider's web strung between two branches catches the dim light and holds it, each thread beaded with something that might be dew or might be something stranger, something that shimmers faintly silver, even where there is no direct light to catch. You don't feel the need to question it. In a place like this, wonder simply is, without needing an explanation. The path curves gently around an enormous fallen log, soft with age and covered in a tapestry of moss so thick it looks like green velvet draped over old bones. You could sit here if you wanted, and for a moment you do, resting your hand against the cool, damp wood, feeling the quiet hum of a forest fully alive around you, even in its stillness. The air is cooler here and carries the scent of wet bark and crushed leaves. You breathe it in slowly. There is nothing urgent about this forest, nothing that asks anything of you. It simply invites you further, at whatever pace feels right. When you rise again and continue on, the trees begin to thin, just slightly, and threads of light multiply ahead of you, gathering into something warmer, something that glows gently gold rather than the cool blue-grey you've been walking through. Curiosity, soft and unhurried, pulls you forward. Your steps are slow, your breathing slower still. Whatever waits ahead, you sense, will not startle you. This forest does not deal in surprises that jolt. It deals only in slow unveilings, gentle reveals, quiet gifts offered without ceremony. The trees part at last around a wide clearing, bathed in a warm, honeyed light that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. And there, nestled among ancient trunks and drifting motes of golden dust, is a village unlike any you have seen before. Small cottages with round doors and crooked chimneys lean companionably against one another, their walls made of pale stone softened by moss, their roofs thatched thick with something that might be straw or might be dried moonlight. So faintly does it shimmer. Warm light glows from round little windows, amber and gold, spilling softly onto cobbled paths below. Threads of smoke curl lazily upward from chimneys, carrying with them the smell of wood smoke and something sweet, like baking bread or simmering honey. You stand at the edge of the clearing for a long, unhurried moment, simply looking. There is no fence, no gate, nothing that says you are not welcome. The village seems to breathe with the same slow rhythm as the forest around it, lanterns swaying gently from hooks along the paths, their light the color of candle flame, soft and flickering and warm. Somewhere, faint and sweet, you can hear music, not loud, not urgent, just a few notes drifting from an open window, a lullaby half remembered, played on something that might be a small harp or a set of wooden chimes. You take a step forward and then another, your feet finding the smooth, worn cobblestones easily, as though this place has been shaped over centuries to welcome exactly this kind of slow, wondering arrival. The path curves gently between the little houses, and as you walk, you begin to notice the village's other residents, small, gentle creatures, going about their quiet evening business without any urgency at all. A tiny fox with fur the color of autumn leaves and small curling horns like a fawn's tads silently along a rooftop, pausing to watch you with mild, friendly curiosity before continuing on its way. Beneath a lantern post, a creature that looks something like a hedgehog but with soft feathers, instead of quills, is curling itself into a round, sleepy ball, tucking its head beneath one small wing. From an open window nearby, a face peers out, round, gentle, covered in fine moss-green fur, with large dark eyes that blink slowly at you, unbothered, before withdrawing back inside with a small, contented sigh. None of them seem surprised to see you. It's as though they have been expecting a quiet traveler, someone unhurried enough to find this place. For a very long time, you feel welcome here in a way that asks nothing of you. No explanations, no performances, just your presence, soft and unobtrusive, moving gently through their evening. Further along the path, you come to a small stone well at the center of the village, its rim worn smooth by countless hands over countless years. A soft light glows from somewhere deep within it, pale and silvery, like captured moonlight resting at the bottom. Beside the well sits a creature you can only describe as part rabbit, part something older and stranger, long ears that fold gently backward, fur the pale grey of morning mist, and eyes that hold a calm, ancient patience. It looks up at you as you approach, and though it says nothing, you feel, somehow, a quiet welcome pass between you, wordless and warm. You sit for a while on the low stone wall beside the well, and the creature settles near your feet, content simply to share the quiet. Above you, the sky, glimpsed now and then through gaps in the canopy, has deepened into a soft indigo, scattered with the first faint stars. The lanterns of the village glow a little brighter as true evening settles in, their warm light reflected faintly in the pale surface of the well's water. You feel your own breathing slow further, matching the unhurried rhythm of this place, your mind quiet, your thoughts drifting loosely, like the threads of smoke rising from the chimneys around you. After a while, you rise and continue your slow wander through the village, past a small bakery where the round door stands ajar and the smell of warm bread and honey drifts out into the cool evening air, past a cottage where soft laughter, low and musical, spills from a window along with the golden light of a hearth fire. A creature that looks like a small deer, but with delicate moth-like wings folded along its back, grazes quietly on a patch of silvery grass near the path, glancing up at you once with mild curiosity before returning to its slow, contented munching. The deeper you wander, the more the village seems to fold you into its rhythm. Time here does not press or hurry. The lanterns sway gently in a breeze you can barely feel. The soft music continues to drift, unhurried, from somewhere you never quite locate. Every creature you pass seems entirely at peace, entirely unbothered by anything beyond the immediate, gentle moment it is living in. You find that peace settling into you too, your steps slower now, your eyelids heavier, your whole body sinking gradually into the same unhurried stillness that seems to be woven into the very stones beneath your feet. At the edge of the village, tucked beneath the sheltering branches of an especially old and generous tree, you find a small cottage that feels, somehow, as though it has been waiting just for you. Its round door is painted a soft, faded blue. Its little windows glow with warm amber light, and a thin curl of smoke rises lazily from its chimney into the darkening sky. You do not know how you know this cottage is meant for you tonight, only that you do. The same quiet certainty with which you knew, hours ago, that the path in the forest was one you were meant to walk. The door opens easily beneath your hand, without a sound, and inside you find a single round room, cozy and dim, lit by the gentle glow of a small fire crackling low in a stone hearth. A soft bed waits in one corner, piled with quilts in muted colors, deep moss green and faded gold and soft gray, thick and warm looking, the kind of bed that seems to have been made specifically to hold tired travelers exactly as tired as you feel now. A small window beside the bed looks out onto the dark, dreaming shapes of the forest beyond the village, and through it, faintly, you can still hear the last few notes of that same soft lullaby drifting on the night air. You cross the small room slowly, feeling the day's slow wandering settle fully into your limbs now, a pleasant, heavy tiredness that asks only for rest. You sit for a moment at the edge of the bed, listening to the low crackle of the fire, the occasional soft creak of the old cottage settling around you, content and unbothered, the same way it must have settled every night for centuries before you arrived, and will settle every night for centuries after you leave. Slowly, you lie back into the quilts, and they seem to hold you, soft and warm, the way the whole forest has been holding you since you first found the path. The fire's glow dims gradually, embers softening from orange to a low, deep red, casting long, gentle shadows that no longer seem to move at all. Outside, the village continues its own slow, quiet evening, small creatures curling into their own soft beds of leaves and moss, lanterns dimming one by one, the music fading into silence, into stillness, into the deep hush of a forest and a village both settling into sleep together. Your breathing has slowed to match the fire's last embers, long and even and deep. Your body feels heavier now, sinking further into the quilts, into the mattress beneath you, into the stillness of the little round room. There is nothing left to notice, nothing left to wonder about, only the soft dark and the low, distant murmur of a forest breathing gently around a village that will still be here, glowing softly beneath its ancient trees, whenever you next wish to return. The window has gone quiet. The fire is only a faint warm glow now, barely more than memory. Somewhere outside, the last lantern dims to nothing, and the forest folds itself into a deep, unbroken quiet, holding the whole small village, and you, gently, until morning. Rest now, there is nowhere else to be.